Alright, so I'm out here at the range, and I got a request to do a shooting video on my Dragoon. So I figured I would oblige. I already loaded it completely. All I have to do now is cap it. So I'm going to go do that real quick. And then we will get shooting. I have a capper, but it kind of sucks. So I usually just put it on by hand and hope for the best here. Now, I'm shooting. I think I did a light load this time. If memory serves, I just loaded it a second ago. You think I'd know, but I got a lot of stuff with me today. I think I just did 24 grains, which is one charge from a powder flask, where typically I think this holds. I had to double check, but I believe that this Dragoon holds 50 grains of powder, but it might be wrong. It might be 40. But regardless, this is a reduced charge. Typically, if I do the full charge, even with the improved loading lever over the Walker, this one will still fall over. No, I have no idea where this will hit on the paper. Well, that's not entirely true. I know it'll be high as hell, but I don't know how high as hell. Also, the public range I'm at, the closest target stand is at 25 yards. I think these are sighted in for something like 70 or 80, but I could be wrong. But we'll see. Here we go. All right. Get all these caps off here. And I was using boar butter instead of Wonder Wads, mostly just because I ran out of Wonder Wads. Don't judge me too harshly on this. Like I said, it's at 25 yards and I'm shooting that behemoth one-handed. My first shot I held dead on in the center, and my other ones I literally held below the target. It's a silhouette, so it's a large target, but man, it's hard to see with that little notch too. Oh, well, look at that. I mean, it's bad, but it's not that bad. Okay, I don't know why that cut out, but it did. But there's the target. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Like I said, pretty much right here at the bottom, and this is where I was hitting in the middle mostly, so. Which isn't excellent marksmanship by any means, but as I said, it is one-handed, and that thing is a behemoth. It's like well, I don't know, it's 2-3 pounds probably. It's pretty neat. And yeah, as I was saying as well, I was using ball grease instead of Wonder Wads, because my dog decided to get into my Wonder Wads. So I'm out. But it still functions. Still works. If you'll give me just a minute here, I'll do a full power charge. Do a couple of them. We'll see how those do, if they're any better. Let's see. As I said, I'm the only one here. My flask has been kind of half-assing today. Okay, let's see if that'll work. Oh man, just barely. All right, how many of these should we do, you think? A whole cylinder? Okay. Maybe not. Also, I did go on and load all 6 last time. Even though a lot of people just like to load 5 in these for safety, but the Dragoon does have a safety notch, and even if it doesn't, I'm just shooting at the range. I'm not carrying it around all day. I understand people who don't want to load it all the way up to 6. It's fine, but for my purposes, it suits me. I don't know if you guys do a lot of black powder shooting. I don't really do a whole lot, but I do a little bit here and there. Just of these percussion revolvers. Also, sorry if that wind makes it hard to hear. Yeah, that did not work. There we go. But can't help nature. Ooh, okay. We'll do one more. That'll make 5. Guess it's ironic how I was just talking about how I usually load 6. Oh hell, screw it. We'll just do the 6. We already did 5, right? Any of you ever shoot cap and ball? I know I only have like 5 subscribers, but I had like 300 views on my last video. Not my last video, on my last video regarding the Dragoon, the little overview I did. Where I was kind of just messing around, but y'all seem to like it, so thanks. Alright. Boar butter. Everyone's favorite. I didn't even bring a rag or anything with me to wipe my fingers off with, so. Yeah, I just put a sizable little chunk on each cylinder, but I don't measure it out or anything. I don't know of anyone who does, really. I just make sure to rub it in real good. we got somebody else here. These are Remington number 10 caps. Also, the ball I'm using is Hornady black powder 45 caliber .457. The 454s are a little loose in this, so. Alright. Alright, let's see how these do. See. Sometimes you just go quick. Let's try it again, shall we? Again. Alright, so sorry I cut it off right there. But a guy behind me was starting to come up, and I didn't know if he'd want to be in the video, and I thought he'd probably think I was weird for filming myself, so I just shut it on down. But yeah, it was just a bad cap. I just replaced it, and it went off fine. Uh, couple things, couple takeaways from that range trip, I guess. Number one, I need to shoot more. I haven't been shooting in a few months, and it shows. Number two, when you use the full powder charge, which is 50 grains of triple F black powder, that thing's a handful. It doesn't kick that much because it's so big and heavy, but you saw every single shot my loading lever dropped down. The ramrod, every single shot with the full powder charge. My first cylinder was all between 22 and 24 grains. The powder flask is not completely 100% consistent, but it's pretty close. And those last four, I just did two charges from the powder flask instead of having to measure it out in my powder measure, just because it's easier to do. So it was 45, 48, which is not quite 50, but it's pretty much right there. But yeah, other than that, it's a great gun. I got it home, got it cleaned up. I had to do it kind of in a hurry, so I'll probably, well, take a look at it later. Probably go back over it again with just a rag. Maybe next time I'll do a video about how I cleaned it. But for now, I have to sign off and get to work. Thanks.